Well, we just learned that Van Gogh used art to try to come to terms with and fight against his mental torment. Now, when you have something that's really bothering you, you can say you are being tormented by something. You're suffering a lot from it. But to come to terms with something is a great phrase we use quite frequently. Usually it means that you're in a difficult situation that you have been trying to get out of, fight against, and finally you realize there's no way you can actually change things. So you kind of accept the way things are and you don't get so upset about it anymore. And that really does help when you're in a difficult situation and there's really no way out. At least for now, right? Now, to come to terms with everyone is our shortcut for you. Let's listen to some more description here.
Shortcut for you.
You look pretty sad today.
I'm so upset that Johnny had to move away.
Well, it's always hard to come to terms with a friend leaving.
What terms are you talking about?
To come to terms with something means to get used to it. Usually, it's a bad thing.
So, come to terms with means 逐渐接受或妥协的意思.
Right. We're all trying to come to terms with Johnny leaving.
At least I've still got you here.
Not for long. I'm moving out of town next month.
I don't know how I'm gonna come to terms with that.
Now here, terms also means conditions, so if you're coming to terms with something, you're trying to accept those conditions. Like a friend of mine just went through a divorce, but he hasn't really accepted it yet. He's still trying to come to terms with that. So here we're talking about Van Gogh, and he used art or painting to try to come to terms with his problems. And he wanted to come to terms and fight against his mental torment or something that was really bothering him. Now, his paintings act as a window to his soul. So it's a good thing he was a painter, because if we look at his paintings, we can probably have a pretty good idea as to his mental state or mental condition at that time. They're kind of like a window that we can see through and say, hey, that's how Vincent was at that time.
You know, sometimes people don't express themselves very well, but if you look at what they do, especially artists, what they produce, you get a sense of the kind of personality they have and what they're feeling, what's important to them. That's why they say his artwork was a window to his soul. It let you know what he was like. He was a painter who suffered with tormented emotions. I talked about what that meant a little earlier. You just suffer a lot if you're tormented with something. You can also torment someone else. Maybe you really cause a lot of problems for someone. You tease them. Maybe there's a cat in your neighborhood you don't like and you try to pull its tail. You're tormenting that poor cat.
That's right. So that's what he was suffering from. Now, you can tell this, or this can be seen in the swirling style he used in his Cypresses series and the painting entitled The Starry Night. Now, something is swirly when it kind of moves in circles, okay? You could describe clouds that way sometimes. They're kind of swirling around in the sky. And if we talk about cypresses, that's a kind of tree, a cypress tree. So a lot of his paintings from this time were of those cypress trees, and I think I remember some of them. The leaves and the branches would be kind of swirling. They'd kind of be in circles.
Yeah.
And it was very nice. It's very soothing, relaxing to look at that.
Oh, I agree with you. Now, he also used that swirling style in one of his most famous pieces called The Starry Night. It's one of my favorites. He used bright, vivid colors, very strong colors. This is a vivid color, and this is a vivid color. White, not so vivid. Black, brown, no. Vivid colors really catch your eye, and they seem to symbolize more happy feelings too. He used these colors to reveal a man striving to find and hold on to the more positive aspects of his life. So I think he painted what he really wanted to have, some of those good things in his life. If it's positive, it's good. And an aspect is simply one part of something, like an aspect of a situation, one part of it, or an aspect of a plan, just one part of the whole plan, not everything, just one little part.
Right, like aspects in life involving your family, your friends, your job, your health, all those sort of things are aspects of your life. And he was striving or struggling, trying really hard to hold on to that aspect. He did not want to let it go. He wanted to always remember that life can be happy, that it doesn't always have to be really sad, but he was still struggling with that mental torment. Good thing for us that these paintings do convey that feeling of happiness more than sadness.
Let's go ahead now and listen to our Chinese teacher, and then we'll be back.